I'm so eyes. So don't deny, I can't fool no one else. The truth is in the tears I cry. 'Cause if it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? And if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside. If it isn't love, I told her I'd never fall in love, but now I know better. How does it feel? I can't describe this feeling that came when I saw her last night. Oh, she got to me. I'll let you know the reason. I saw her with another guy. So if it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? And if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside. And if it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? And if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside. If it isn't love, maybe she'll take me back. I made a big mistake. Now I can feel it. I really love her. It took my heart to shatter in 1,000 pieces before I'd ever drop my pride. Losing love, worrying about my image, really helped me realize if it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Why does she stay on my mind all the time? If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? If it isn't love, make me feel so sad inside. If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? It's on my mind. Why does it hurt so bad? Does it hurt so bad inside? If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? If it isn't love, why does she stay on my mind? If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside. I can't describe this feeling that I feel for her. Why do I feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? If it isn't love, why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside. If it isn't love, if it isn't love. You know I never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should. But I like it, and I know you like it. to the way that I want you. I gotta have you. Oh, yes, I do. I never, ever stay out late. You know that I can hardly wait just to see you. And I know you cannot wait to see me too. I gotta touch you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-ins in the old man's Ford, behind the bushes, until I'm screaming for more. Down the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk dirty to me. You know I call you on the telephone. I'm only hoping that you're home, so I can hear you when you say those words to me and whisper so softly. I gotta hear you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-in in the old man's Ford, behind the bushes, until I'm screaming for more. Down the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk dirty to me. CC, pick up that guitar and talk to me.
Spending all my nights, all my money going out on the town, doing anything just to get you off of my mind. But when the morning comes, I'm right back where I started again. And trying to forget you is just a waste of time. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. All day long, wearing a mask of false bravado, trying to keep up a smile that hides a tear. But as the sun goes down, you get that empty feeling again. How I wish to God that you were here. Baby, come back. was wrong, and I just can't live. Baby, come back. Oh, baby. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
not a word from your lips. You just took for granted that I'd want to skinny dip. A quick hit, that's your game. Girl, I'm not a piece of meat. Stimulate my brain. Night is young, so are we. Let's get to know each other better, slow and easily. Take my hand, let's hit the floor. Shake your body to the music, maybe then you score. So come on, baby, won't you show some class? Why you wanna move so fast? We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, and drink some cherry wine. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, and drink some cherry wine. Just slow down. If you want me, a man wants to be approached cool and romantically. I got needs just like you. Give me conversations, good vibrations through and through. So come on, baby, won't you show some class? Why you wanna move so fast? We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, and drink some cherry wine. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, and drink some cherry wine. So come on, baby, won't you show some class? Why you wanna move so fast? We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, drink some cherry wine. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we could dance and party all night, and drink some cherry wine.
Let's do it. Working all week, 9 to 5 for my money. So when the weekend comes, I can go get live with the honey. Rolling down the street, I saw this girl when she was pumping. I winked my eyes, got into the ride, went to a club, was jumping. Introduced myself as low, she said, you're a liar. I said, I got it going on, baby doll, and I'm on fire. Took her to the hotel. She said, you're the king, so be my queen if you know what I mean. And let's do the wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Shopping at the mall, looking for some gear to buy. I saw this girl, she gon' rock my world, and I had to adjust my fly. She looked at me and smiled and said, you have plans for the night? I said, hopefully if things go well, I'll be with you tonight. So we journeyed to a house, one thing led to another. I key in the door, I go hit the floor, looked up and it was a mother. I didn't know what to say, I was hanging by a string. She said, hey you too, I was once like you and I like to do the wild thing. Wild thing. She loved to do the wild thing. Wild thing. Wild thing. Please, baby, baby, please. Posse in effect. Hanging out is always hype. And with me and the crew leave a shindig, I'm with a girl who's just my type. Saw this luscious little frame, I ain't lying, fella, she was fine. This sweet young Miss Gold gave me a kiss and I knew that she was mine. Took her to the limousine, it's still parked outside. I tipped the chauffeur when it was over and I gave her my own ride. Didn't get her off my jock, she was like static cling. But that's what happens when bodies start slapping from doing the wild thing. Wild thing. She wanted to do the wild thing. Please, baby, baby, please. Wild thing. Doing a little show at the local discotheque. This fine young chick was on my jock, so I said, what the heck? She wanted to come on stage and do a little dance. So I said, chill for now and maybe later you'll get your chance. So when the show was finished, I took her around the way. And what do you know, she was good to go without a word to say. We was all alone and she said, Tone, and let me tell you one thing, I need $50 to make you holler. I get paid to do the wild thing. Say what? Yo, love, you must be kidding. Yo, Walk, you ready? Let's break out of here. Hasta la vista, baby.
Gotta take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older. This mountain I must climb feels like the world upon my shoulder. But through the clouds I see love shine. It keeps me warm as life grows colder. In my life there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. I can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is.
second, by minute by minute. Love is alright tonight. We're gonna be alright. Love is alright. Love is alright tonight. Everyone's saying the sky's gonna fall. Don't know where it's gonna stop, if it stops at all. I know the world's going crazy, alright. I hope it holds together for one more night. Tonight I'm crawling out from it. No, we're living on the brink, second by minute by minute. Love is alright tonight. And baby, we're gonna be alright.
the power of love. That's the power of love. First time you feel it, it might make you sad. Next time you feel it, it might make you mad. You'll be glad, baby, when you found that's the power makes the world go round. And it don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden, it can be cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. They say that all in love is fair, yeah, but you don't care. But you know what to do when it gets on you. And with a little help from above, you feel the power of love. Feel the power of love. Can you feel it? Don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Tougher than diamonds and stronger than steel. You won't feel nothing till you feel love. Feel the power, just feel the power of love. That's the power, that's the power of love. Feel the power of love. You feel the power of love. Feel the power of
You should have seen by the look in my eyes, baby, there was something missing. You should have known by the tone of my voice, maybe, but you didn't listen. You played dead, but you never played. Instead you laid still in the grass, or coiled up with me innocent. And though I know all about those men, still I don't remember
get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. And every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Love is like a shadow on me all of the time.
All the time.
I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. I'm living in a powder cake, giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. There's nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart.
Yes! Hello! Welcome to the Doom Valentine Show! Woo! Oh, folks, we have not had this many people in the room since 2019. This is good to see. Love exists. Hormones exist. This is great. Welcome to the Doom Valentine Show, my friends. Is there anyone that hasn't seen a Mortified before? Are there any newbies? Okay, a bunch of you. Welcome, welcome. All right, I have one more survey to ask. Are there any people here that are feeling particularly in love tonight, that love love? Fantastic. Love's the best. Is there anyone here right now that thinks love can suck a dick? Is this all right? All right, that's great. This show is for all of you. There's a place for all of you here. I've been on both sides of that fence. So, for those of you that have not seen a Mortified show, first of all, this is a great one to see. This is what I call the Super Bowl of Mortified. But Mortified as a show, it's a very unusual storytelling show. I tell people it's like storytelling meets like self-help therapy group. It is adults, willing adults, for whatever reason, on stage that are sharing with you their actual teenage writings. There are today teenage diaries, poems, letters, stories, fantasies, all these things they wrote before the age of 19 that they did not know they would share in front of 350 drunken strangers. All right? So this stuff was not meant to be heard by you. So this is a Valentine show, right? So again, we're celebrating what love is. And love is not like the Hallmark specials, okay? It's not like, you know, the moment across the room and they tilt their heads and the kiss happens and it's magical. The sex scene where like they just land on each other and then you pan away to the sun rising. It is often awkward and it is messy and sloppy and painful. And we're going to celebrate all of that tonight. But before we get into the readers, we are very lucky to have tonight. We have a guest band tonight, folks. Can you please give it up for the two behind me, known to the world as Midnight Tacos? Yes! Now, they are very talented musicians, very attractive people, obviously. But what's super special, what you need to know about this, in bringing things all full circle, their first date ever was 8 years ago at a Mortified Doom Valentine show. And now, married couple performing songs live today. It is their 8-year anniversary, and they're singing for you. It's pretty great, I know. And so in between the performers, these guys are gonna be doing just like classic sing-along love songs. Some of them are like ballads. Some of them are like songs you wanna make out or get freaky to. Some are songs you wanna like be angry and break up to. And they're gonna be celebrating all those, singing them in between performers. Very happy to have both of you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
So this is an incredible show. This is an amazing show. So yeah, get drunk, make out with some random stranger. It's gonna be great. Before we get into all the performers and stuff tonight, we do have some contests and giveaways, okay? So, The first one we're gonna do is gonna be for a half-eaten box of chocolates, because it's the holidays. And Callum got hungry, so you gotta give him sweets or else he goes into shock. And also 2 free tickets to a future Mortified. And so, all right, let's see what the contest is today, all right? All right, so we're gonna go on brand. It's gonna be Name the Love Song, so it's like a Name That Tune, right? We are gonna play a song, and you are just gonna tell us the title of the song. Now, I'm gonna ask you to raise your hand, don't yell it out or the contest just goes bye-bye. I'm gonna go, the first one to raise their hand, I'm gonna try to see the first 3 in case first one doesn't get it. But I'm not just gonna play the song, that would be way too easy. And we did this in December and it was super fun. So we are gonna do lullaby versions of famous love songs, okay? Right, I had the mistake of making 2 kids, it's a problem. But when I was first having them, I didn't want to play like boring lullaby songs, and there's a whole collection of lullaby versions of crazy rock songs. I looked it up last night. You can get like lullaby versions of 9 Inch Nails and Beastie Boys and the Smiths. It's crazy. Anyway, so it's gonna be like the song you know and love, except it's gonna be like xylophones and chirping birds and whatnot. So, title of the song, you gotta raise your hand first. If you're on the upper level, just because lighting situation, you're gonna have to like maybe make some noise and wave your arms for me to see you a little bit. So let me know. And again, once I see like 3 hands raised, we'll stop it and I'll go to you in order. All right, let's play that track from the laptop now, Dave. Here we go. Hear the birds chirping part I told you. Get ready for the xylophone. Raise your hand when you know it. I got 1, 2. All right, I got 1, 2, 3. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. All right, you get first crack, my friend. Sweet Child of Mine is correct. It is correct. Come up here, pass this down. We couldn't hide Axl Rose behind all those lovely xylophone, all that lovely xylophone music. All right, we're gonna do another one of these, another Name Your Lullaby. This is for 6 free tickets to Mortified and the Mortified Love is a Battlefield book. This is all like horny stories you can have over your toilet in the bathroom to read about while you're taking a poop. Same rules apply. Raise your hands. We'll wait till the first 3. This one's a little bit harder, but let's listen to that. I got the first one. That was pretty quick. Let's start seeing some more. All right, we got the second one. Waiting for the all right.
Left, on the left.
Where's it? Oh, over there. Okay, great. Let's stop it. All right, song. Only You by Yaz is a great song, also incorrect. It is Kiss by Prince, yes! Come get this, come get what's yours. By the way, I just want to give you tickets just for saying Only You by Yaz is just awesome. And the fact that like, I like the more obscure 80s songs, and so I appreciate you. I wish it was that, but they do not have a Yaz lullaby song. Unfortunately, it's coming soon. All right, so we have one more contest to do tonight. This, my friends, is a time-honored tradition. We've been doing the Doom Valentine show and Mortified here for 17 freaking years. It's crazy. So this has been a time-honored tradition for 17 years, my friends. This is the When Harry Met Sally inspired Mortified fake orgasm competition. So what that means, and this is for a season pass for 2 to Mortify. That means for a year. For a year, you and a guest always have a date on the second weekend. And so we ask for 2 or 3 people that are willing to come on stage and do their best fake orgasm for the crowd. All right, best fake orgasm. Yeah, they can come on up if they're willing. I see people pointing out their friends. Just come on up if you want to do this. All right, and really, this can be, it's been traditionally female. This can be males as well. This is not a female-only competition. Season pass, come on up if you're ready to do this. We can do just 2 also, if that's right. Is there anyone willing to do the fake orgasm? Oh, here we go. We got 1. We got 2. Yeah, come on down. All right, come on up. If there's a third, that's, behind you can go under or over the gate. Great, we got 2. If there's a third that's really amped to go, they can go. Otherwise, we can do like cage match style. Is there a third one? Okay, we got a third. All right, it's a competition, folks. So this is official. This is going to be in the next Olympics. It's not started yet. Right now it's only in the X Games, but it will be in the next Olympics. So here's the deal. We're going to let each of you go up to the microphone. You will have, not too long. We have a show to do, but to do your best fake orgasm. And then we're going to decide by audience applause who had the best fake orgasm, right? And again, do it on, impressiveness, on creativity, on realisticness, whatever you want, hotness, whatever. It doesn't need to be exactly like When Harry Met Sally. It can be whatever you want. We'll go one at a time. All right? I'm going to go. You were first, so we're going to let you go first today. What is your name? Astro? All right. So we're going to have Astro go first. One more quick set of rules to my orgasmers. If you're going to get particularly loud, step away from the mic a little bit. We can't scream right into the mic because it destroys the sound system. And no mic dropping. It's expensive equipment. All right. So without further ado, please give it up for Astro. Have you ever been applauded by this many people for your orgasm? Don't answer that. That was impressive. Guttural, rhythmic. Liked it. All right, what is your name? Oyo. All right, please give it up for Oyo. You got the giggles. That's a good take. A lot of variety today, a lot to choose from. All right, and your name? Miranda. All right, please give it up for Miranda.
Oh, my God. Oh, baby, that's so good. Baby, you're so good. You're so good. Oh, give it to me. You're so good. You're so big. You're so big. Oh, so good. Yeah, let's come together. Let's come together. Oh, yeah, you're so good. Oh, yeah, me too. That was amazing.
So we had like the deep guttural, we had the giggler, and we had the positive reinforcement. So there's lots of varieties to choose from based upon your preferences. So I am gonna point out one orgasm performer at a time. I'm gonna go by audience applause. Please only applaud for one, because if it's too close, we gotta do this forever. And we got a big show to go to, okay? So applause for who you think is the best orgasmer. Strange competition. All right, please give it up for Astro! All right, please give it up for Oyo! For Miranda! '23 Orgasm Champion, Miranda! Congratulations! You're gonna get the endorsements, the sneaker commercials. The future looks bright. For the other two of you, please see me after the show. I'll get you guys tickets to a few feature Mortified. Please give it up for them, for orgasming, for your pleasure. What a great way to kick off the show. It's gonna get hot and heavy, folks. This is an amazing show. Thank you for being here. And let's please give it up for the 5 brave souls about to be mortified. Thank you.
What a tough act to follow. I was going to participate in that and try to do the actual scene from When Harry Met Sally, but my kids are here tonight, so they'd draw the line at that. So anyway, hi, there's a lot of feedback on this tonight. Get the perfect, okay. My name's Amanda, and I'm gonna read from my middle school and high school diaries. I grew up in a really small town in Michigan called Gobles, and I had the same classmates from like kindergarten to 12th grade. So we all grew up together and kind of created this sort of incestuous dating situation. Like we just had to wait and take our turn with all the same people. So my main vibe was I really wanted to be cool in school. So much so that I would lie in my own diary about how cool I had been, just in case my theoretical future children found my diaries and read them, they would think I had been cool. That didn't work. But I wasn't cool. I did have a somewhat active dating life. Unfortunately, most of my relationships only lasted between like 1 and 6 days. So, I really wanted like a solid boyfriend. I wanted to, fall in love and be together forever, or I don't know, at least 3 months would have been nice. I would have liked that, but that didn't happen. So I spent a lot of time alone in my room feeling very bitter and angry. And that led to writing some pretty bad, dark poetry. So I'm just going to start with one poem tonight, and it is aptly titled Love. Love. Troubles, troubles, troubles. Problems, problems, problems. Confusions, frustration, tears, unwanted issues, sorrow, guilt, regret, wonder, fear, jealousy, soaking pillows, torn tissues, sad poetry, stomping, yelling, crying, always one question: why? September 5th, 1989. I've been writing very depressing, strange poems lately. All I want is to go with someone I really like for a longer period of time than a week. I went with Adam for about 3 weeks, but only saw him on the day I went with him. See what I mean? Heart, Amanda. September 17th, 1989. Thank you so much. Yesterday we had our first dance of the year. I danced with Chris, Frank, and Jason B. Oh, I need a man. I need someone who will love me. I want to wear a jacket or a class ring and have it mean something. I want a boyfriend so bad. Heart, Amanda. September 21st, 1989. My mom didn't like the names I told her I wanted to name my sons. Well, if I have a daughter and I give her this diary, I want her to know I was a very popular girl. I listened to most of the cool music. I thought it was cool, that's why. There was mostly 3 styles of music then or now. They were heavy metal, headbanging, and I don't know what you would call the other one. I listened to that and headbanging. Some groups are Warrant, Skid Row, Bon Jovi, In Excess, The Cure, Breathe, Guns N' Roses, etc. I was a cheerleader, stuff like that. Not a cheerleader. Why? September 29th, 1989. Weekend! Well, Matt gave me his ring. I realize now I don't like him. I have to give it back, but I just can't. I just got my period yesterday, and it's been 37 days since I last got it. No, I'm not pregnant. How could I be? I'm only 12. We didn't have good sex ed growing up. I think I like Brian. I wish Mom would trust me to stay home with the boys. She's way too overprotective. What does she think we're gonna do? Screw each other 400 times while she's gone? Probably. Gotta go beautify myself so I can break hearts at the roller rink. Goodbye, Heart Amanda. October 23rd, 1990. Jessica thinks Tony likes me, but I think it's very unlikely. Very unlikely. Geez, I really wish I had a boyfriend. Heart, the simple one, Amanda. November 17th, 1990. Yes, I got a message that Tony called, and I called him, and we talked uncomfortably for a bit. This is how it went. Tony, so I heard you didn't believe that I liked you. Me, yeah. Tony, do you now? Me, yeah. Do you? Tony, yeah. Me, oh, good, because I didn't want to feel stupid. Me, wait, Tony, do you like me? Yeah. Tony, well then, would you go with me? Me, yes. So, Tony and I started going out on November 16th, 1990. I'm really hoping this lasts longer than a little 3 weeks or something. I mean, I really want this to last. Anyway, at this point in life, I really need my beauty sleep, so... Heart Amanda, I love Tony. November 22nd, 1990, Thanksgiving. Tony broke up with me yesterday. We lasted 6 days. He had someone do it for him as well. He was always rude to me, and he was just using me. Are all men such assholes who love no one but themselves? I have to go now and say hello to my grandparents. Heart, Amanda. Christmas night, 1990. My life is just one big ball of abstract corners after another. I sit here by candlelight with... with the scent of apples and soft musk in the air. And I'm cozy while I sip my orange juice and become slightly nauseous, but I don't care. I want the glitter and thoughtfulness forever, but I can't have it all. I want to be upper lower class. I made it. I love you too. Okay. I want to grow up physically and mentally, but not spiritually. I want to stay a baby, to be nestled in my loving mother's breast whenever I'm in trouble or down. I won't remember today or anything. I want to stay me forever until the angels come in the fog clouds to get me for heaven. Heart, Amanda. December 27th, 1990. I was thinking that maybe someday when I'm dead and gone, my perfect child will find my diaries and want to know about his or her mommy. Maybe after I die, my husband will remarry quickly. I didn't have to die for that to happen. I'm fine. Or maybe we'll grow old together and stay in love. I'm popular enough. I want to be Miss Goebbels, Miss America, Miss Michigan, Miss Wonderful, but I know I probably can't because of who I am. Oh well. Heart, Amanda. Okay. January 12th, 1991. Tomorrow I may go to a peace rally. I made a sign and bought a candle, and I'm really eager to go. I've been thinking so much about Jason Carter lately. I want to tell him about the dreams of every kind I have about him. And I want to write him love poetry and shout it up to his window in the middle of the night. I want to cook organic meals for him and fold his laundry and do his dishes. We didn't have feminism in my town. I want to tell him how I can feel his words and how I love the way he smells, so fresh, alive, and concerned. God, let this be a sign. Let us be together once and for all, eternity, forever. Heart, Amanda. January 16th, 1991. At 6:38 p.m., I flicked on the news, and there it was. War. We are at war. I am so pissed off at the government. I am shaking so hard. Why? I try not to think about things like people are dying, hundreds, thousands. Babies and children are being separated from their mothers. This could turn into a world war. All for what? Fucking oil? This is such bullshit. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus, please protect us all. Heart, Amanda. P.S. Jason doesn't have a girlfriend. That's the only good news I've heard all day. I'll keep you posted on Jason in this damn war. January 25th, 1991. We're still at war. Jason hasn't called once. And I have a boyfriend. His name is Bobby Bernetti. Okay, I have to go do my laundry now. Bye. Heart Amanda, I heart Bobby. He's in jail now. Anyway, so some years went by. I got some practice dating. That didn't last, which is obvious. And when I was 17, I finally got a bona fide boyfriend. And not only did this relationship last more than 6 days, it lasted 7 months, which you remember in high school, this is basically like dating for 5 years. So this is an entry from that time. February 28th, 1995, Tuesday. I think that I really love Jeff. I feel this peace and happiness and complete contentment toward him. As ridiculous as it sounds, what I feel for Jeff is the whole warm, fuzzy, cold, prickly idea. Jeff is my warm, soft feeling. That night, I felt a strong sense of respect, tenderness, and passion as we were together, and I could feel that I was completely ready to be with Jeff. I can't describe how close I felt to him then. We made love. I believe that it was the first time that I had ever been involved in making love with my full attention and intensity. And it was a whole new experience. You didn't think it was my first time, did you? It's cute. From the country. I wasn't thinking, oh, what if, or I forgot to do the dishes before I left. I can't explain it in a way that would be understood, but I know, and I'm very, very happy. Thank you.
Shorty, get down, good Lord. Baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly biz, she don't play around. She cover much ground. She got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte each and every day. True play away. Can't get her out of my mind. Think about the girl all the time. East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, packing up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, she's on when she's gotta have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10, I wanna get in. Let me get down so I can win. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. Hey, 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 hey,
Hello, everyone. The 15-year-old me did not know that photo was going to be shown to so many people. My name is Siddharth. I will be reading a love letter to you that I wrote when I was 15 years old. This letter needs some context. I spent most of my life in India, and as some of you might know, the 10th grade examinations are the most important time of your life. They decide what kind of work will you do in the future, what kind of girls will you get in the future, and if you believe my mother, it'll decide whether you will be homeless in the future. Unfortunately for my future self, I was becoming keenly aware of the fact that once the examinations end, this beautiful girl, I would probably never see her again. So I decided to start writing a letter. And every day, for a month, I would lock my bedroom door on the pretext of studying and write this letter. At this point, it's important for me to let you guys know that I had never technically had a conversation with this girl. Technically. Not one to be dissuaded by reality or my ignorance of the object of my affection or the subject of my love letter. I would continue pouring into it, and slowly this letter would grow, rather long. By the end of it, I was staring at 25,000 words stretched over 70 pages and 2 notebooks. I will not be reading the whole letter today. With that pretext, let the letter introduce itself in its own words. You know, many would consider this book a diary, but I beg to differ. This is rather a memoir, a time capsule that I'm saving up for the cold days to look back at time and know that I was once the most passionate lover on this planet. I'm assuming you're empathizing with my humility here. The most passionate lover on this planet, and have hope to reincarnate that forgotten soul. And with that, let's start at word number 1. 10th March. For context, I'm writing this over many, many, many days. Dearest, words cannot compensate for what I feel for you. 2 long years, my heart has lamented and held inside a flood of emotions. First, I thought it was hormonal, but as time flew, what? It wasn't hormonal. You should listen and justify myself. First, I thought it was hormonal, but as time flew, I realized it was far more than a crush. Call me stupid or silly if you like, but I bear too much compassion towards you. There's a lot of unidiomatic English in this. So if you like language the way I do, I'm sorry. Call me stupid or silly if you like, but I bear too much compassion towards you to even pass a day without thinking of you. Goodness knows if you have noticed. But I do not like material things of this world. I am detached. No wonder academics never mattered to me at all. That's one reason. You might not even remember, but we have been classmates earlier as well, in 6th or 7th grade, I should think. Even all of my detachment in this world could not save me from you. My heart alone knows how painfully difficult it was for me not to embrace you in my arms every time I saw you. Once, you guys are sweet. Once you told me you liked the sitcom The Office, and I haven't missed an episode of it since that day. So more context, this is around the time when India is getting access to American media. So a lot of references follow. I'm going to skip a few pages. You once said, I'm trying to interpret my own handwriting, it's not very good. You once said that you like the lyrics of the song What I Have Done by Linkin Park. And this caught me by surprise, pleasant surprise, for I had always adored its lyrics as well. And I doubt even 1% of the population knows what the lyrics mean. But you did. I never intended to creep you out in case you perceive me as a stalker or a shadow following you. The stalker theme returns. So I hardly saw you for minutes, but in those moments passed the warmest and balmiest part of my day, the only part I looked forward to when I woke up and slept. Your ringing voice was the lullaby to my fatigued mind, believe me or not. Thank you. Appreciate it. Earlier, I knew I shouldn't engage in such affections, scared of drowning myself in them. And here I am, drowned and soaking wet. This is my first time performing, so I'm genuinely surprised with some of this. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Boulevard of Broken Dreams truly narrates the solitude of an individual. And for that, I congratulate Linkin Park. For those of you who don't know, the song was written by Green Day. For my shadow alone is faithful to me, and I dare not wish for company, perhaps even yours. I want to hold you in my arms and pamper you and spend days together. If time does not betray, I want to grow old together with you, hold you forever. Suddenly, Backstreet Boys' songs seem to make a whole lot of sense. Haha! Exclamation mark. I'm genuinely expecting her to read this. I'm like, some humor's good. 11th March. I have been waiting for you longer than you might think. Since years have I been anticipating your arrival, and perhaps that's why Mark Anthony's You Sang to Me is my favorite song since so many long years. And then a few sentences later, I alone know how many times I wanted to cry in your arms, something I long even today. Perhaps for a sad thing that happened, or because I missed you so dearly. My heart has grown weak with this great yoke of sorrow, and I see death's grim shadows. Perhaps I endured more than I should have, and have deteriorated myself to an extent where my dreams might never take form. I'm skipping pages. People often ask me, why do I wander about everywhere like a shadow, as if some despair is troubling my young heart? Not a single person ever asked this to me. This is an unreliable narrator. At this point, we're about a third of the way through the 2 books. And I'm becoming very self-aware of maybe I'm idolizing what's going on, and I'm trying to come up with justifications. And still, I fear that the cruel life will seize your chiming laugh and frolicking attitude. I feel more beleaguered and under attack than Brutus did in Julius Caesar. And then, my ever so chattering heart tells me in a silent tone that it knows you're not perfect. Nothing celestial, but then clarifies that it is my love that makes you perfect and celestial. It is the potency of love that diminishes all faults that are human and mortal to transmute you into an ethereal beauty for me to ponder days and nights over. Since we're talking philosophy, I just get into like non-love letter territory at this point. Friendship is selfish. Love, delusional. Solitude alone is true to my cause. So weak and nimble have I grown of late that even my breaths are incomplete and cause sheer pain with single intakes of air. All while I waited for you. Persistence has its own prices, I suppose. And then in a 25,000 word letter, this is the only sentence I've redacted because it did not seem romantic enough to me. And then again, my lungs are weak due to a hereditary asthma, not because you take my breath away. March 12th. Sometimes I feel like just casting myself into an iron sarcophagus and locking myself up for eternity. The stalker theme, if you remember. Every step of you speaks volumes to my mind, not my heart. Call it the interpretation of body language, but long have I observed your life and know every single stooping posture, every flick of a turn, every drowsy eye speaks so much to me. For man behaves to stimuli in accordance with his character and ideals, and for that, every single movement of your hand is nothing more than a code for me to decipher. Don't worry, I wasn't stalking you to discover all this. I examine everyone. It's sort of my hobby. I am a people watcher. So many I have seen, so many I have understood, and yet none like you. I have watched you most sincerely and with more dedication than FBI could have. Semicolon, okay, so that was an exaggeration. I spent this whole day just writing about you, even though I know tomorrow is my geography examination of the boards. So selfless is my love, exclamation mark. I tanked that exam. Oh, I swear, upon the shooting stars, I cannot picture my future with anyone but you. It's a forked path with either you or nobody. Sorry, love. And I can almost feel myself burning, knowing I will remain faithful to my love, if not you. And dare not choose another. The day I choose another, I shall know that my sun has set and my ideals have been massacred and my heart has precipitated to a lump of ice made of those tears I shed today, well frozen with time's cold, cold hands. 15th March. I love you, I love you, I love you. Holy cow, I do. Mwah. Damn it, I'm so loving you. I just cannot resist saying that again and again and again. That's 6 exclamation marks between 20 words. I can almost feel my muscles contract as if they want to hug you as much as I do, and just so tightly that you suffocate. Okay, perhaps that would be brutal. And for those of you who are not mythology nerds, Eos was the goddess, the Greek goddess of dawn, a tragic figure in Greek mythology. And like Eos renders the pitch dark skies with carmine and scarlet shades, you liven up the most gruesome surroundings by your ethereal presence and that unforgettable voice that chimes like 1,000 crystal bells singing to the winds. Truly, there must be no architect, God, that has designed life so wondrous. For no skill, however legendary, has the virtue adroit enough to manufacture a cosmotic marvel so well defined, so well balanced, so ecstatic. This is a theological treatise at this point, rejecting the existence of God on the basis of her existing. Continuing the theological theme, let this be young passion, I do not care. I love you so greatly that I cannot care. I have my reasons that I need not explain. This luxury of loving you is far too enticing to leave any scope for reality. And I enter a prayer at this point. Hear my plight tonight, O omnipotent universe. Never forsake this love and turn arms against it, for I know it will not survive. What more can I ask for other than my love's wholeness? Do breathe elixir into its frail build and let me love her as much as I can, to live every moment for her and give her a dual existence in my thought, to care for her and let her vouchsafe me a future unblemished, to have this love be a guiding beacon of light and to know that such a love can exist. Someone can be loved to this extent. Be a reason to live for somebody, to know that life can be so beautiful. We've skipped quite a few pages in between, and at this point I'm running out of notebooks. So I need to wrap it up, and I'm very keenly aware that exams are also coming to an end. So even though I'm in love, I'm also very practical about my page allotment. Yesterday, as I cited you, it pained me to know that I would cite you only twice more, because there are only 2 exams left. And then perhaps in the farewell party. Just like, and this is my favorite metaphor in the entire letter. Just like a plant feeds on sunlight, I feed on your glimpses and I dare not evolve otherwise to become an insectivorous green monster, to feed off of others' joys in the absence of you as my sole diet. And now the letter becomes a little meta, becomes self-aware. Rome hasn't stolen as many obelisks from Egypt as I have chiseled with pure emotion to this love. And its enduring magnificence. Long days have I worked on my monuments, each one dedicated to your timeless grandeur. A beauty stolen away from the eyes of the ordinary, and fortunate am I to unravel that grandness, piece by piece, bit by bit, and for that I consider myself blessed. Blessed am I to experience this love that is an alchemy that has transmuted my life and my perceptions to gild it and glaze its rusting elements. Thank you, young maiden. I sincerely thank you. And this is the last entry I'll read from the letter. It's, I think, a couple days before the exams. I can almost recover my withered past as if to hold a rune of the delicate yesterday, in which you are written off so flamboyantly. And for me to know that I might not witness your multiplying grace after perhaps 2 encounters, it feels like a lead nail penetrating my heart. The excruciating pain so well cloaked in my emotion, I might see you again, and this will be another unseen thread of my life amongst a million others. The two of us and 6 billion, even time will forget us. Now, as you can imagine, I did not send this letter. So my love would remain unrequited for a while. 2 years to be exact, because after 2 years, I received a phone call. It was from this girl. Now, the first thing I'm thinking is, who gave her my number? And she starts talking about, where she is, where she's going to college. Something in me starts clicking. And I'm in a relationship at this point, guys. I panic. My girlfriend is not going to like this. I literally say, this is my first sentence to her on the call. I'm in a relationship, bye. Now, my experiments with words would not go to waste. I would continue my experiments in meaning making onwards and upwards, and I would attend poetry meetups. At one such meetup, I heard the funniest poem I've ever heard in my whole life. And I fell in love with the author of that poem, who's here with me. I had crystallized what special meant to me in these 70 pages, and when I saw it, I put a ring on it. Now, my wife here has heard this entire story enough times that she's probably feeling a little bored. What she does not know is that I'm going to be reading a poem to her today, which takes off where the letter ends. So without further ado, this is to Sejal. After all these years, you are the most difficult reflection of mine. To speak of you is to reach into my guts, simply to navel gaze from the inside. It is not sensible to speak of what you create in me, since there is no counterfactual, where I retain the I without the you. This much is clear when I step back from the stage and find you nowhere in the story of my life, but only in its premise. With you, I am a child in my 4th year of development, playing and watching you from the corner of my eye, falling without grace, fat tears welling up with expectation. With you, I am a mother, and you are more than I have ever wanted, more than I can contain. Sunshine fills my chest only to finance your flowers, and I keep waiting to get used to your laughter. At night, my limbs wrap you like ancient bandages. In the morning, I'm a comet far from my sun. I am revealed in you, and nothing can hide me, because you have known me and my many expensive loves. You are my historian, the only reason life is not the solitary confinement of my memory. With you, entropy is adventure. With you, I cannot be lost. With you, I cannot be lost.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And all that stuff has arrived. And I think I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Ba-da, ba-da, God, I want you to da-da-da-da. Oh, I want you to da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, for the lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Now, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
You're just too good to be true.
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Justin Jorgensen. I grew up in Fargo, North Dakota. I might adjust this down. This is the first time a microphone has ever been a little too high for me. There we go. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so I grew up in Fargo, North Dakota. I didn't do it, it wasn't me. And now, I knew this whole time I was growing up in Fargo, I knew I was gay, and even had a couple gay friends. But those friendships really came more from circumstance, not desire, and I continued to search for friends and more that I actually wanted. Now, I kept these journals starting from 7th grade all the way through high school. They were typed in my Amiga 3000, that's a computer. Because I knew no one in my family could figure out how to get into that and read any of them. So that started in 1988 when I was 13 and spanned the following 6 years. John is a jerk. Uncle Gene thinks I'm a fag because I like stickers. Because they got me over there. They're like, it's the sticker guy. That's okay, he's a jerk too. Tom Montague dyed his hair auburn and wants me to call him Bernie. My mom thinks Brian and Tom are a bad influence on me. She thinks they're turning me into a fag. I don't see how they could be a bad influence. Tom is on the honor roll. And then I was evaluating my friendships. So in our health class, our teacher had said, you know, when you're trying to decide between two important or weighty decisions, you take a sheet of paper and you fold it in half, and on the one side you write the pros, and on the other side you write the cons. And then I guess when you're done, you look at the pros and cons, and whichever list is longer or shorter that tells you something. I don't think it accounted for some of the lines. But anyway, so I was evaluating my friendship with Brian. I just thought I'd list the good and bad things about Brian. Under bad, he's not like me. My parents dislike him. He thinks negative, acts stupid, weird, fat, boring, unattractive, never compliments me. And people think we're gay. Under the good column, I had, he's my age and he's in my grade. That's it. But for some reason, we did remain friends. The next entry is, Brian jacked me off tonight while we watched my video. Now, the video that I refer to here that he jacked me off to that we were watching was I had filmed myself masturbating but covered my head because we didn't have access to porn. But if you like cover up the head, then that could be anyone. You could just sort of fantasize, right? So this was our like do-it-yourself, porn. So Brian wants me to make one of my videos for Ryan. Brian doesn't like me jacking him off. I sucked his a couple of times, but sex is so boring, really. Marcy Larson is bisexual, however, I really don't give a shit. I love popping zits. After eating at Randy's a couple days ago, Mom said, "So, would you consider yourself homosexual, heterosexual?" I like to think of myself as sexually open-minded, I said. A complete lie. Granted, I do believe there are true bisexuals, but I am not one of them. There was the most beautiful creature at Frank's nursery today. He looked just like Jason Priestley, only so much better and so much more likable. We exchanged several glances, but I'm not sure he's gay. Why couldn't all gay people be born green or something so we'd all know? I heard this noise and I found him standing there over all this spilled fertilizer on the floor. There was a gay dance at a local hotel on Saturday. I wore my strut and slut outfit consisting of brown leather boots, well-worn blue jeans with almost a hole in the knee, long sleeve white tee with my leather vest, and a light tan sport coat. I know I looked good. I have received flattering comments whenever I wear it. It was kind of interesting to see that many homos in such a small area. Now when I think back on that dance, though, I certainly did not feel like I was one of them. When I left, I felt about as un-homo as I ever have. I know I will probably never go to one of those again. A couple of days ago, I called the Twin Cities Gay chat line, if you can believe it. It took me forever to get up the courage to do it. And luckily for all of y'all, I transcribed the conversation afterwards. So you dial in, and then you hear this operator voice that says, "We found a connection, say hello." "Hi, who's this?" "Justin." "You got Jim here." "Ah, so what are you up to?" "I'm pretty horny. You?" "Not a whole lot." "So, how old are you?" "How old do I sound?" 24, 25, no, 26, no, 27, 28, 20, no, 23, 22, 21, 20, I'm 17. "So you just came out, and you?" "Well, I'm old enough to be your father." What a turn on, not. "So have you found anyone?" "Nope, not yet." "Well, I suppose you'd be looking for someone your own age." Yeah. I hung up and died laughing. I still haven't called back, and I probably never will. On my way home, Mom bluntly asked if I was gay. I said no, but does that matter? "No, I just want you to know you can feel comfortable, and I'm not going to kick you out of the house or anything." So loving that way. Last Saturday, I was at the studio like usual. So was Eric, that's his name. I bought him a Sprite and went back and talked to him. He called me at night. He asked what we should talk about. I let him choose. He chose sex as the topic. So for 2 hours, we discussed sex. He is 6 3/4 inches long. Finally, a good dick size. I told him flat out that I liked him. I'm so fucking desperate. I want Eric and I want him now. I couldn't be more fucked. I got home from going out to a performance art piece on the LA riots to find my mom has found one of my gay pornos I was borrowing from Dwayne. I was copying the tape in my room, so I had both VCRs set up. I came into my room. You know how you had to do that? Kids today don't know the things we went through. I came into my room and found the one VCR on the top with the labeled porn tape was gone. I can't find the tape, so I figure it's with the VCR in Mom's room. I go upstairs, get some milk, let the dog out. I go in and kiss her. I notice she has the VCR. I don't say anything. I leave. I go get the dog. I wander around. I go back into her room and ask her where the tape is. She says, probably on the VCR. I get it. I leave. It's Kramer versus Kramer. I got the wrong damn tape. I go back in, and she says it must be in the VCR. I get it. She says, would you like to explain that tape? I say, I don't think so. I kiss her again, and as I'm leaving, she says, some weird people on that tape. I laugh and say, I told you I was copying a tape. Then I say something about how the performance art piece was so-so, and I leave. Yesterday was probably the most surreal day of my life. Brian, Ryan, and Eric and I were all went to a large playground and soccer field behind South High. I knew something was up when I saw that it was a soccer field. Eric has a soccer player fetish. I personally find the Northwest Airlines baggage handlers to be the most attractive people. I don't know why. I have no explanation for that. It was about 1:40-ish a.m. We went far out into the center of the field. Then somehow we started giving piggyback rides. Then Eric, while on Brian's back, attacked me, trying to kiss me. I did kiss Eric, first on the cheek, then we actually kissed with our lips. Yes, you read it here. My first kiss ever with another boy happened while he was on my ex-friend's back. Eric wanted me to lick his ears, and he has really small ears. That's sick stuff. Then we collapsed to the ground. Do you want to go, he asked. I said yes. He hopped up, put his arm in mine, and we walked to the car, leaving Brian and Ryan. We went back to my house. He didn't want to go home yet. He wanted me to put in a porno, so I did. Malibu Pool Boys. I asked him if it bothered him having my arm on his side. He said it didn't. And that was how we stayed until 4 a.m. when he went home. So that was all I ever wanted, was someone to hold, and I got it. But just that one night was all I got. So, thank you.
Humidity is rising, barometer's getting low. According to our sources, the street's the place to go. 'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30, for the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. yourself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men.
Hi. Hi. My name is Amy, and thank you. When I was in high school, I was a major overachiever. Got straight A's, captain of the soccer team, but I was really falling behind when it came to having my first boyfriend. So all of my friends were graduating high school having lost their virginity and having real boyfriends. And I graduated high school never having been kissed. And thank you. I would get crushes on boys, but as soon as they would show any interest in me, I would totally freak out, sometimes literally run away when they were talking to me. But I was determined to be successful in this area of my life, just like I had been successful in all the other areas. So I figured I just needed to get it over with and start working my way towards finally losing my virginity, which felt like really the measure of success when it came to my romantic life. So when I finally had my first kiss, even though the kiss wasn't great, I was really relieved that I was making progress towards those goals. I wanted to make sure I was keeping track of that progress, and so I decided to, every romantic experience, to be able to prove that that was a path towards losing my virginity. So instead of just writing about it in a normal journal or diary, I created more of an homemade Excel-style spreadsheet. So for every entry, it was how we met, how far we went, pros, cons, memorable quotes, and ultimately a numeric rating system. I would try to also get photos, which you'll see. This was pre-cell phone cameras, so it got a little creative. But this wasn't like notches on a bedpost, or I wasn't trying to sort of brag. I was just creating proof, certifiable proof that people wanted to kiss me, that I was getting kissed. So I'll start with my first entry, my very first kiss. Well, how we met. Best friends from high school. How far we went. Kissing and a sympathy hand job. Pros. Got my first kiss over with and completely got over my crush with him. Cons. Drunk, not a good kisser, pressured me into doing more than I wanted to, roommate farted midway through, and he had a girlfriend. I didn't know. Memorable quotes. Pew! I don't know what that means, but I just wrote B-E-O-O-O-O. Rating 5. It's out of 10, apparently. Adam, how we met. High school friend with roommate Jill's boyfriend. How far we went. Kissing, fingering, etc. Don't know what etc. was. I wasn't doing much more. Pros, really nice, cared about me, interested in me, good kisser, good looking. Cons, he just wanted to be friends. Never really understood me, didn't understand the virginity thing. Memorable quotes. Does taking it in the butt count? It does, it did. Rating 8. Ian, how we met on Bill's bus going downtown. How far we went. Made out and, UCSB. How far we went. Made out and he bit my nipples. So painful on the sand on the beach. Pros, not interested in my travels. I literally had not left the state of California. No idea what I was talking about. Had on a cute outfit. Cons, short, rude, and altogether kind of sucked. Memorable quotes, booyah, and I guess that's cool that you're not a slut. Rating 2.7. Charlie, AKA Elephant Boy. How we met through work friends in Washington, D.C. I didn't write how far we went, but I can assure you I was not having sex. It's probably not even touching penises. Pros, smart, easy to talk to, apparently somewhat attractive when I'm drunk. Cons, completely used me to be with Leah. She's in the photo. Horrible kisser and is not good looking when sober. Rating 4, and I noted that I was being generous. Steven, how we met. Hooked up with my friend Casey, met again in DC. How far we went. Just kissing. In the strip club, in front of a strip club, in a bush, and in an elevator. Pros, clicked completely. Cons, drinking problem, slightly insane, he forgot about me the next morning. Memorable quotes, Amy, did we walk home together? Rating 7. Low standards. Cynthia and Anne, how we met from Washington, D.C. How far we went. Very innocent kissing at a sushi restaurant after sake bombing. Pros, there's a first for everything. Cons, never again. Probably. Where do you put your hands? I didn't know what to do. Memorable quotes. Right after sake bombing and eating sushi for the first time, I stood on a chair and yelled, "If it swims, put it in my belly." Rating 5 for experience alone. Stephanie and Drew. These were all like triple kisses or something, I don't know. How we met her freshman year. How far we went. We made out by the fence in a triple kiss after puking and rallying. Pros, none that I can think of except it was funny. Cons, kissing after throwing up is never good. Words of wisdom. Memorable quotes. My friend the next day said, I heard you and Stephanie had a threesome. Rating 2.5. Jake, AKA Oxford guy. How we met on the sand on Morro de Sao Paulo, Brazil. How far we went. Innocent kissing in/outside of the only bar on the island. Pros. Told me he had just graduated from Oxford, knew Prince William, got a grant to write a book, knew Swahili, was attractive and British. Cons. Probably lied about everything. Memorable quotes. He said, will I ever see you again? I said, probably not. He replied, tragic. Rating 9.5. If his lies were true. 5, even if he was lying. Chris, how we met. Colin's big brother. How far we went. I honestly do not want to think about it at all. Pros, genuinely a nice guy. Cons, and in no way am I attracted to him, and in no way did I want to hook up with him, and it gave me horrifying flashbacks. Rating 0. That was right after the fact and cruel. With more time to think about it, a 3 seems kinder. Mark, how we met. Lily's ex-boyfriend's friend. How far we went. We had a lot of fun. He went down on me, but unfortunately it took my vibrator to finally get myself off. Pros, super sweet, totally comfortable, and definitely adventurous. Cons, I sort of got bamboozled into hooking up with him, and the fact that he's posed for gay porn websites is maybe a pro or a con, depending. Memorable quotes. He told our friend the next day, she freaked out because she thought I was just gonna put it in her. Still not having sex, as a reminder. Rating 7.5. Jackson, how we met. He was a bartender at a bar I went to a lot, and I kind of picked him up. How far we went. We hooked up a few times, and I eventually gave him a blowjob, and he eventually came on his stomach and cleaned it up with his sock, which he put on minutes later when he got out of bed to skateboard home. Pros, he was hot and I wanted to hook up with him. Cons, I'm pretty sure he was using drugs. Memorable quotes, totally blank, not talking much. Rating 6.5. Sean, how we met in Vietnam through his travel meet. How far we went. Kissed on a corner on a walk home from a bar, loads of pant fencing. In England, underpants are pants, so it's like trying to finger someone with underwear on, pant fencing, trying to get... It's a thing. Pros, I have yet to meet anyone as sweet, subtly funny, or caring. Cons. The only one I can think of is that he lives in England. Memorable quotes. I never thought a guy like me could have a girl like you. Rating, 9. I can't give him a 10 for fear I'll never meet anyone who can live up to his standards. So a few months after that entry, I flew to England, met up with Sean, and lost my virginity to him. Well, hold on. I felt sick about it. I told him never to talk to me again, tried to forget it never happened, really freaked out. But I was determined to figure this all out, to meet someone. And I eventually met a man who was really kind to me, and we got married and had 2 beautiful children. And after 10 years of marriage, I finally figured it out. I don't know if anyone knows what it is. I'm gay. I'm gay. So yeah, 2 years ago I came out. I'm divorced. My girlfriend's here. And she says I'm the gayest person she's ever met. So I'm killing it. Thank you.
Problem is all inside your head, she said to me. Answer's easy if you take it logically. Like to help you with your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. She said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, I hope my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued. So I'll repeat myself at the risk of being rude. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. Just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, stand. Don't need to be coy, boy. Just get yourself free. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free. Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, stand. Don't need to be coy, boy. Just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, leave, and get yourself free.
Hey everybody, I'm Andy. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, originally. And when I was growing up in Pittsburgh, I fell head over heels in love with the music of the Beach Boys. Do you guys know who the Beach Boys are? And my mom had an old LP of theirs, and I put it on one day, and I could not believe what I was hearing. It was just the best music I'd ever heard. I just couldn't believe that anyone was living this way, for real. Like these people surfing, driving hot rods, hanging out with your friends at root beer stands, and meeting girls effortlessly. It really resonated with me because my life in Pittsburgh was incredibly different than that. If you've ever been, it's very overcast and there's no surfing. And I was too young to drive at the time, and too young to drive anything, let alone a little deuce coupe, and very shy around girls. So the music meant a lot to me, and I started to think, like, I want to go to this place they're talking about, and I don't know how to get there. So I wrote a short story called Endless Summer, where I was the protagonist, and the setting is the Beach Boys version of California. And I liked it a lot because I would read it every night before I went to sleep. So eventually I thought, well, I should write a sequel to this awesome story. And so I'd like to share with you guys Endless Summer Part 2. And you don't need to know anything that happened in Endless Summer to understand Endless Summer 2. It was summer 1990. I was a California lovin', white sandy beach lovin', California girl lovin', beach boy lovin', palm tree lovin', surf lovin', 14-year-old who was dreaming of a week alone in California with all of those things. As soon as I raised the money myself, I was on that plane faster than you could say exotic babes on exotic beaches in an exotic land. I got off my plane and took a look around my ultimate paradise. Wait a minute. What was that I spotted over near that palm tree? Could it be a member of the opposite sex? Approximately 5 foot 3 inches tall, 100 pounds and gorgeous. Why, that it was. I snatched up my luggage and strolled over. I said, "Hello, young miss. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever been in love before? And if not, could you please fall in love with me as soon as possible?" She started to laugh. This chick was cracking up like asphalt on a winter's day. I asked her what her name was. She said it was Caroline. I met Caroline on the beach at 2 o'clock sharp. Caroline looked gorgeous, to put it mildly. Me, I was looking damn good. Not to brag or anything. Last summer, I had just been a scrawny 99-pound skinny shit. But now, I was a 111-pound all-American kid ready to party. That picture was actually taken the same week that I wrote this. So then in the story, we go to a party. I've never been to a party in my life. I don't know anything about it other than what I've seen in like a Kid and Play movie. Upon arrival to the party, we were asked our ages by some kid outside who appeared drunk. All right, let's face it, this kid was plastered like a basement ceiling. Anyway, when we responded that we were 14, we were let in. The stereo was pumping, and so were two kids lying on the sofa. Dance, and she said she would. You Can't Touch This was playing. And if MC Hammer wrote that song for me and Caroline, he had us all wrong. Believe me, we were touching all right. Plenty. I can't even translate this next sentence. The crustacean of her bodily dimensions was beyond the human imagination. Her smooth but developed tummy. Her perfectly shaped hips. Those long, luscious, tanned legs and that face. Oh, that face. This was God's greatest work by far. Not to even mention what she was doing to me. This girl was redefining feel up, and I was a newly published dictionary. Oh, her other hand? It was stuck on my ass like flies on shit. After an hour's more of dancing, talking, and ass grabbing, Caroline and I decided to leave. So I wrote these stories, and then I got all excited by them, and I thought, I want my life to be like these stories, which were like Beach Boys songs. So my parents would take us to Wildwood, New Jersey, or Atlantic City, New Jersey, in the summer, and I can remember packing my suitcase before the trip each year and giving myself this pep talk in the mirror, like, like this is the year. Just if you see a girl, just say hi to her. It's gonna be great. You're great. And I had it ready. And then I'd get there and I'd see a girl that I wanted to say hi to, but never, not even once. Year after year, never even introduced myself. Thank you. So now we're leaving this party. While starting to walk down the street to go home, I happened to spot out of the corner of my eye a 1960 black convertible Stingray Corvette. The keys were just sitting in the ignition, begging to be turned. After about 1 second, I made my decision and told Caroline to hop in. I turned the key, hit the gas, and fucking roared out of that parking space. I popped in a ZZ Top tape, and that was that. I was cruising in a beautiful car with a beautiful girl in a beautiful land. My destination, makeout point. Upon arrival, I stripped her nude and cranked the bitch. I wrote this in just one draft. I just was trying to shock myself, I think. Well, that's kind of the fast forward version of it. I told her how much I cared about her. And she basically told me the same. But at the end of her speech, she kind of helped the situation with a pinch on the ass. I'm sorry, there's so much ass pinching in this story. That was my cue. And it's just the letter Q in quotes. I leaned over and smacked a French kiss on her she'd never forget. In about 3 seconds, I found myself parked on second base, otherwise known as her rack. Her chest hills. Dot, 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 her tits. I must say I spent quite a while on second base. Occasionally running back to first. Then all of a sudden I made a clean break for third. It was the greatest night of my life. But that's all I remember of it, because the next thing I knew, I woke up in the morning, half clothed, with Caroline's head in my lap. Which makes no sense. There's no alcohol at the party. It's my first sexual experience. I'm not sure why I'm passing out. I didn't see Caroline for the next 2 days because she had to go visit some family with her grandma. But when she got back, it was all Caroline. She leaned onto me and we fell on the bed. She slowly took off her shirt and bra. Bra spelled B-R-O-A-H. Woo! This was getting to be good. I then carried out the same action. She then took off her pants completely. I wasn't so quick to follow this time because I really didn't know where she wanted to take this, but hell, I took them off anyway. Holy shit, she went right to the hand job and took off her underwear. Gulp. What the hell was I supposed to do? Sure, I had a pack of condoms about a foot from my hand. Should I grab one and go for it? Or be a pussy wimp and stop there? Let's just say I took choice A. And what a mighty fine choice at that. Caroline and I were one. A pulsing, pumping, raging machine of hormones would best describe us. Hell, I was pumping this chick like the Saudis are pumping their oil fields. So when I was 21, I finally introduced myself to a girl at a beach. Her name was Gloria. She was from Spain, and it was in Ocean City, Maryland. And we seemed to be hitting it off, so I would drive 7 hours from Pittsburgh to Ocean City most weekends to see her. And even though, I 21's getting a little old for this, but I was still pretty shy when it came to making a move. So I actually found myself, it was her last night in the States, and she was about to go back to Spain. And we hadn't even held hands. And I actually said goodbye to her, and I went to my car, and I got to my car, and I was like, you got to go back up there and ask her to kiss you, because I knew I just wouldn't be able to live with myself. So I went back up and I knocked on her door, and I still chickened out. I was like, oh yeah, I just want to give you this guitar pick to remember me by. And she's like, thank you. Then I mean, it took everything I had, and I was like, I wanted to know if I could kiss you, and she said I could not. So this never really happened for me. This coming into my life, for real. But I'm glad that she could not, because I drove back to Pittsburgh and I met a girl not long after that who did want to kiss me. And we've been married for 20 years and we have 2 kids. The following afternoon, I was told the Beach Boys were in town, giving a concert on the beach. My favorite band. To cap off the greatest week in my life. This was Gliss. I had overheard my parents use the word bliss, but I hadn't heard it right. This was Gliss. I, of course, asked Caroline to go. Caroline and I danced on into the night. And when they played Surfer Girl, I knew that's what I was waiting for. She gave me a long kiss and said to never forget her and to always love her. With that, she left. That night, I caught my plane back to Pittsburgh. While flying over the Pacific Ocean, I thought I saw the most beautiful of waves form Caroline's face. Maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. Or maybe, just maybe, Caroline had touched a part of me that only I touch when I'm in the shower. The end. P.S., which makes no sense. P.S., I love you, Caroline.
East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those smart styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk knock me out when I'm down there.
Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And the northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night.
Wish they all could be California
I wish
girls.
they all could be California.
I wish they all could be California girls.
Please give it up for Midnight Tacos! Callum, Grant, Carrie McRae, happy 8-year anniversary, guys. It's a special extra sharing. So what we like to do at the end of every Mortified is go over all the valuable lessons we have learned. What have we learned today? We learned that sometimes the best thing you can aspire to be is upper middle class. Upper lower middle class. Thank you. We learned that we can finally understand the music of the Backstreet Boys. We discovered that contrary to popular belief, the hottest guys are the Northwest baggage claim handlers. A new life motto: if it swims, put it in my belly. And that the most efficient way to get from Los Angeles to Pittsburgh is the Pacific Ocean. But what we learn as we do it every Mortified is that we are freaks and we are fragile and we survive. Let's please give it up for all the performers who shared themselves this evening. Few quick shout outs and announcements to make. One, there was a compliment. If you want this lovely sweater, it's at dapperday.com. It's purchasable. Here at a comment, I just want to know, you can look this good. So that is available. For anyone that wants to hear more Mortified, or you have like a cousin that lives in a state that doesn't have it, there's a podcast. It is called The Mortified Podcast. So it's very easy to remember. If you want to hear boner stories on the way to work, check that out wherever our podcasts. We do an all-new show every month, every second Friday here in San Francisco, every second Saturday in Oakland. So go to getmortified.com for tickets for future shows. Or maybe you've got your own strange shit in your past, poetry, screenplay, songs that you want to share with the world. It's very cathartic. Look at their happy faces. So I strongly suggest you can find out through the website on how to share your stuff. Beyond that, wanted to thank Dave for working the decks. Thank Chris for helping work the pieces. Thank you all for coming and supporting The Strange Show. I hope you all have amazing Valentine's Day. You're welcome to stay here, get drunk, and have fun. Hope everybody has a good Valentine's Day. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Midnight Tacos are going to take us out.
Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Love is like the shadow of me all of the time. All the time. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark, living in a powder keg. Whatever's gonna start. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart.
Happy anniversary, darling. That there for now. Are they down there? Let me run up. I gotta run up to. I got handle.